Hello! We are so glad that you could join us today for Scavenger Hunt Rome. Does your group have what it takes to discover clues, solve riddles, and explore the mysteries of ancient Rome? In this short introduction, we will explain the tools that you need to go back in time for your Roman adventure. First, let's take a look at what Roman life was like. We are imagining that you are in 62 AD. The people who lived back then were much the same as we are today. They had a system of government much like ours. Senators met and discussed the future of the empire and ways to confront the problems they faced, just as we do in the United States today. These senators, like our congressmen and women, were very influential in making decisions for the people of Rome. Their way of life was much like ours. They had stores, snack shops, bakeries, houses, apartment buildings, and running water. The larger homes had kitchens, dining rooms, living rooms, and bedrooms. Though there were similarities between ancient Rome and our American culture and values, there were many differences in the way they lived from the way we live today. There were distinct classes: the ruling class, the equestrians, the plebeians, the working class, and slaves. The Romans had temples where they made sacrifices to various gods. Christianity was tolerated by the Romans for a while, but soon Christians began to be subjected to torture and death as Rome tried to banish this new religion from its culture. Before the Edict of Milan in 313, when Christianity became accepted, there were Christians in Rome, but they did not experience freedom of religion. In the year 323, the Emperor Constantine made Christianity the official religion of the Roman Empire, and the world changed. When the Romans would conquer new territory, they took over and made the inhabitants their slaves. So there were many people in Rome, about 25%, who were slaves from other countries. This practice was common throughout the ancient world, not just in the Roman Empire. Women did not have the same privileges as men. Fathers ran the homes, and women could not be senators or make public decisions. Men could divorce their wives whenever they wanted. Fathers could give daughters away in marriage without consulting them and could make them divorce their husbands and marry someone else if they chose to do so. Let's take a look at your Roman adventure. You are probably wondering what your mission is in this historical scavenger hunt. Your group is taking on the role of a delegation from the island of Malta, just south of Sicily in the Mediterranean Sea. You have come to Rome to appeal to Caesar and ask him to make your island a part of the Roman Empire. You are doing this because your enemies, the Turanians, are planning to attack and take over your island. The Turanians have told you that you can keep your land and homes, but in every other country the Turanians have subjugated, they have killed the inhabitants or made them slaves. Because this is an interactive theater experience, your participation is very important. You have an objective in this story. You will be asked to get 3 tributes to give to Caesar on this scavenger hunt. It's up to you to get the tributes to Caesar and to convince the characters to help you to do it within the 60-minute time frame. Be proactive. The outcome of this adventure depends on you. Your delegation has been told that Senator Mavius, a Roman senator, owns land on your island. He grows figs on his estate in Malta and sells them in Rome. His wife, Pamphila, grew up there. You have been sent to Rome to find Senator Mavius and ask him for help in getting an audience with Caesar. When you appear before Caesar, you must convince him to make Malta a part of the Roman Empire so the Turanians can't attack your island. Malta has been valued as a strategic spot in the Mediterranean Sea and has several good harbors for boats. But more importantly, there have been rumors that there is a gold mine on the island. The rumors have never been confirmed. Some believe there is a mine there, but most of the islanders think it's just a tale. Paul of Tarsus, the leader of the new Jewish sect called the Christians, visited Malta on his way to Rome several months ago. Now that you have your background information, keep in mind your mission. If you don't get an audience with Caesar and convince him to help you, your whole island, your families, your homes, and your way of life will be wiped out by the Turanians. If you can convince Caesar to help, you can keep your homes and become part of the Roman Empire. It's up to you. Before you set out on your journey, you must be aware of the course rules in Scavenger Hunt Rome. You will encounter slaves on your mission. Slaves will not speak to you unless you ask them a direct question because you are considered to be members of the upper classes. If a character points a weapon, like a sword, javelin, or a knife at you, and tells you to do something, you must do it. You must not touch or try to steal a weapon. There is no physical violence allowed on the course. This includes hitting, tripping, pushing, or even touching another participant or character. The one exception is throwing, quote-unquote, stones at the Visigoths. Stay on the trails and paths at all times. If you go off a trail or path, you will be disqualified. You can never go over, under, or around any barriers, walls, or fences. And finally, please observe social distancing along the trail for the safety of all involved. Enjoy your trip to ancient Rome.